Trailer.
Multimedia.
Indie. The future.
Teaser trailer.
Live action. Movies.
Fixed incomes.
Blockbuster. Sonic.
Syndicated experiences.
Galaxy Queen.
Flash in the pan.
Connectedness.
Monetized. Celebrities and normies.
Star-Lord.
Synergize. Genetic engineering.
Four dimensions.
Social and moral repercussions.
Singularity.
Hello and welcome to Premature Evaluators. My name is Eli.
I'm Stu.
This is Avery!
Alright, Avery's hyped.
In the house.
For those of you that don't know, this is a podcast where we watch movie trailers and make predictions and review the movie as though we had watched the entire movie.
Sounds good. I mean, I think that's what we do.
I think we change it up every time.
Yeah, but we change what we do.
I feel like that was
every time.
by far the best explanation we've ever had. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like
Okay.
after you explain it, now it is.
Yeah, no, it's redundant.
You think that's better
Maybe
than
we
the
should
one that
stop
we write
talking
down
about
and
it.
make me read?
Yeah, no, that one's way better.
Okay.
But, I mean, everyone's heard you try to do stuff on the spot, so, you know, it explains why we write all your shit down.
We have to script all Stu's, like, every time he talks.
Yeah, can't let me fly. Gotta chain me down.
So, today's theme is...
Clip my wings.
Is spy movies. Is that correct? Spy movies? Is that what
Yeah.
they're called?
Secret Agent Man.
Secret
movies.
Agent movies. And there's a lot
That
of them
came out
coming
in
out
August.
this summer. Yeah.
August spy movies.
They're all in theaters, yeah, now August. So if you're into that shit, I guess go watch it. But on the docket we got Hitman Agent 47, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
So this is technically Mission Impossible 5, right?
Is it?
Yeah, there's Mission
Yeah.
Impossible.
Because there's 4.
The Mission's Still Impossible.
Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol was 1. Mission Impossible was just like Mission Impossible, then it was like 2, and then 3 was, I think, just 3, right?
Yeah.
And then it was 4, Ghost Protocol.
And at some point they think they got this mission, they're gonna finish it.
Is it like Mission Impossible?
They keep trying.
Fun Scientology doing nothing but Mission Impossible movies? Is that the plan?
Pretty much.
It seems like it.
There'd be a final one, like Mission Final or whatever. Like Final Fantasy, the movie. Is impossible.
You lost me there, so I'm sure
Well,
the audience is really
Come on.
enthralled at the moment.
Yeah.
Was that your Stu impersonation?
Keep it to the script, pal.
I was just working in like a crossover that I've always wanted to see.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, because that Final Fantasy movie is so great.
It was amazing.
So
Hey, don't get me started.
Are you guys like big my wife's whole family are big fans of the James Bond 007. Like,
Yeah, not so much.
I mean, are you guys fans of this genre in general?
I think I'm not really a huge fan of this genre, but I think there have been some really good movies that have come out in this genre.
I think I'm a big fan of what it is now, but traditionally spy movies have always been like espionage and intrigue and that kind of thing. And now they're mostly just like stunts.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
Mission
slightly
Impossible is
smarter
always
action movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mission Impossible has always been like when I remember being younger and wanting to watch them because they were going to do some crazy shit that I hadn't seen in another movie.
Mhm.
Basically, so that was the allure. I wasn't like, you know what, the acting and it's full of plot holes. I was just like, somebody's going to be on a plane and I'm going to see some like side boob. So sign me up. I'm in.
But somehow there's more to it than Fast and Furious type of action for me.
Well, it's supposed to be like more.
I don't know I don't know what I mean by that though.
Yeah. I mean, they're undercover.
It's somehow more appealing though.
They're sexier. I think they're sexier
Are they
versions
sexier?
of
I don't know.
action
Well,
movies.
It
They
depends
have-
on what kind of men you like.
The really like good movies in this genre, like you said, Stu, they stand out because they do have decent plots. Like they do have twists and turns, and like especially like
They also have better villains, I guess, than a lot of action movies usually.
yeah, the villains
That's
in
true.
Fast and Furious are other cars, right?
Yeah.
It's like
So,
Transformers.
yeah. There's usually some compelling villain. Actually, that's probably what draws me in to watch any of these
That's
movies.
right. We always forget you're a villain.
It just seems like everything's all planned out and it's just gonna go right. And I just wanted to see a movie where he triumphs, you know?
Yeah, the villains have their shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
And
sense.
this franchise seems to be doing well at that. I mean, Ethan Hunt is really on the run. They're practically a nation now, as the title
Yeah.
would make us believe. This conspiracy,
Who-
this really well-funded,
whoever-
well-run conspiracy.
Yeah.
Whoever's running the villain enterprise in Mission Impossible has actually done a great PR job on Tom Cruise in real life, which I think is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah,
Maybe part of my problem is that I only watched these a long, long time ago, and then now I'm recently starting to try to watch a few of them, and like James Bond and Ethan Hunt are just suffering from power creep.
yeah.
Like, cause now they're just freaking ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the shit they do is whatever. Like at some point in the movie, Tom Cruise is like hanging on to a NASA space shuttle, and it goes out into like orbit or some shit, right? And he's fine because he's Tom Cruise.
Yeah. And he suffers from more than one kind of power creep, actually.
Well, they addressed that in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's actually only part human. His father, they don't know who he is yet, so
They
Gotcha.
addressed Tom Cruise, and that's weird.
he's only. It was a bad joke.
Well, you think about it, Batman's the same way, right? Batman starts off as like the ultimate detective, a whole bunch of this kind of same thing, and now he's basically fighting like Apocalypse.
I mean, started off meaning the comic books or Batman Returns.
The comic book.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And
Well, I mean, Bruce Willis in Die Hard is the same thing.
Yeah.
Or John McClane.
but they all suffer from the same thing where, like, if they create an interesting storyline, the audience that they're selling to cares about the cool shit that happened.
The
Like
cool
I did, like I
moments.
did when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was like, I watched 2 hours of a movie just to see somebody do like a badass car chase scene or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there was always like the Die Hard movies. There was always a gimmick, you know.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
no shoes. I've got a headache. The whole movie, whatever. And now-
Shia LaBeouf is ruining the whole thing. Yeah, there's always a gimmick to him.
Is he in
He's in like the latest one, right?
Really?
It's just no. He was in the other one.
I mean,
Live
I
Another
wouldn't put it
Day or
past
something like
him.
that. And the
I wouldn't
latest
put it
one was
past
his
him.
son. I don't remember who plays him.
I thought it was Shia. Wasn't
No,
it?
he's in like the second to the last one or something.
No, he still ruined whatever he was in. It's a movie with him in it.
This is back when he had curly hair, right? Little curly hair.
I don't know.
Yeah, while I was filming the movie, he was plagiarizing comic books and
Yeah, but
and making
before it was like
inspirational videos.
he needed shoes and it
He
was
really
funny,
did on
and he's
set.
trying to stop whatever terrorists.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in. And now the only problem he's got is like the mutagen he's been like injected with that turned him into a fucking superhero.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they all suffer from the same thing because they need to keep going because people are just going to be like, I mean,
He might be a little too old for this shit.
yeah. And it's not like people are that way in real life. Like,
Yeah.
all my friends that are fat, it's not like the next year they, like, lost a bunch of weight and they're, like, doing fucking somersaults and shit. They're still just eating Zaxby's, you know? It's
Maybe the thing is it's okay to
Georgia reference.
Georgia.
Maybe it's okay to just not come out with another movie. Like
Well,
if
that's the
people are
whole
gonna-
thing, yeah. Like, if you look at it, like, if we could go back to what, like, 80 plus years of cinema
Hmm.
and be like, this was the example for this movie genre. Nobody else is allowed to do. It's like when they retire a jersey for a basketball team or something. Like, Die Hard has been done. You guys can't even make another Die Hard. It's done.
Yeah.
You're cut off.
They need to do a better job at the Hall of Fame on retiring movies.
I hope Die Hard fans are like, why are they bringing in Die Hard into this? It's not a spy movie.
It's not a spy. Yeah, it's not.
They're just
We
like
got
going
on
off on Die Hard.
Because Die Hard's a great movie.
It's not even one of the movies on the list.
All right, fine. Let's
All right,
do one of
yeah.
the movies on the list, maybe.
You like that subtle moderating I just did?
Good
Dude,
job,
this
baby.
guy. This dude's moderating today, guys.
It was a little subtle.
All right, what's
you
up,
guys
Sue?
caught it.
Where are we going there?
I like a moderator with a strong hand.
Yeah.
Well, I can bring that can be arranged. We're gonna start with Hitman Agent 47, Because the other 46 are busy.
Oh God.
Wait a minute.
Jesus.
You were working on these shits for like
Yeah.
2 hours.
We gave you this like a week ago.
That was gold.
Why didn't you go with the obvious like, Hitman Agent 47 Ronin? Like, that would have been a pretty nice little.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Stay tuned for Agent 69.
If Keanu Reeves was also in this movie, then yeah.
Is he not in this movie?
He is.
No.
You didn't watch the trailer?
No, he's not in this movie.
Dude, he's in this movie.
I mean, maybe some of the Ronins are in this movie because I'm assuming there's a lot of people in this movie. But
It was either him or Hugh Grant. One of them is in this movie.
I think
Yeah.
It's just basically the same person. So the synopsis: genetically engineered from conception to be the perfect killing machine, he's a culmination of decades of research. Endowed with unprecedented strength, speed, stamina, and intelligence, he is AIDS. Wait, no, it doesn't say that. Known only as Agent 47, his latest target is a corporation that plans to unlock the secret of his past. They just told us the secret of his past.
Yeah.
To create an army of killers even more powerful than him. Why don't they just... I don't know. Yeah. With help from a young woman, as all, assassins
course.
need. The elite assassin confronts revelations about his own origins in an epic battle with his deadliest foe.
So basically the plot to every other movie like this ever.
Yes.
Okay.
also,
I like how
they
he-
went out of their way to talk about how superhero he is.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
really setting him up to be like this superhuman agent, and they're downplaying the hitman assassin part.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, if you ventured into the YouTube comments, and that's, one of the sacrifices I make for this podcast, they are all really pissed off that there's no stealth in the trailer.
Oh, because that's what the game's about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I guess
like,
you're right.
it's like
He's like in the
comment
middle of the
after
city
comment.
shooting
Yeah.
guns and shit.
They're like, it's all about, like, sneaking up behind people and killing them and then walking out the front door and being cool and stealth. It's like, if you...
I would like a whole movie of him not interacting with anyone
Yeah.
or like murdering people and nobody knowing he exists. I guess that's what they want. And
Just
I
like
mean,
a-
that'd be a ballsy movie. It'd probably be really boring for a summer.
Well, that's
flick.
what I was going to say. Like, it'd be really boring for a winter flick. Like,
It's just a bunch of found
just a
footage
bunch-
from security cameras.
It's just a bunch of cutscenes from the game.
yeah, it's just this guy, like, putting on different costumes, sneaking in, killing someone quietly, and leaving for 2 hours. That's what the YouTube commenters demand of this movie.
Like a very awkward 8-minute strangling scene. Where
Yeah.
6 minutes of him sneaking into a mansion perfectly.
So what's interesting is this movie is directed by Alexander Bach, who this is his first movie. So they really rolled the dice on this one.
Wow.
And the actor who plays Hitman or whatever is
Man.
Rupert Friend. He played in Startup 2013 and 5 Days of War 2012, neither of which I've seen. But you pointed out he also played...
No, he didn't. I was
No.
just making shit up.
okay.
He looks like the guy that is in White Collar,
Oh.
but maybe the other 46 directors were busy. That's why he got to do his first movie.
What you guys think of the trailer, though? Apart from it having nothing to do with Hitman the game, and they really
Yeah.
tried to make sure it didn't, right? So I guess I'm not shocked by
At
that.
some point, there was a kid playing a Hitman game in the trailer, and they shot him in bird as they were like flying in the air, shooting pistols in the middle of the
Agent
street.
47 then shit on the kid's face. And then ran out into the middle of an interstate. And just yelled who he was, his identity, his secret identity.
Maybe
As he flicked off God.
maybe the twist though is that he during the course of the movie he's murdered like 18 other people we don't even know about.
Okay.
That's the twist.
Yeah, like he's running around, he's being really bold and brazen, but it's just because he's trying to like get into the like news so he can murder some news anchor or some shit.
I mean, the YouTube commenters are pretty extreme, but I do
No.
agree that the character is supposed to be kind of more of a spy, and the movie is laid out like he's just crazy, just
Yeah.
chaotic
He's
murderer.
He's Hitman
With
the
these
way
crazy
that I played
explosions.
Hitman.
He's Hitman, but Grand Theft Auto Hitman.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how I played Hitman. I was not good at Hitman. I'll go ahead and put that out there.
all the cops are chasing you. Helicopters are following you.
Yeah, and I was shitting on
Buildings
kids'
were
faces.
exploding.
But one of the things we always criticize these movies about is they'll make a remake. Like we just did one the other week where they didn't change much of anything about the movie. They just remade the old movie. Oh,
Yeah.
Poltergeist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so in this one they already did a Hitman movie and it did horribly. So now they're like, let's just make whatever the fuck we want.
But I think this is an actual character from the game series.
No, I get it.
Oh, okay, but he doesn't look like.
They're just making whatever they want.
Yeah, and another thing I have with the Hitman series, like movies or games, is all the main characters, at least from what I've seen, they all look like they have leukemia. And it just doesn't intimidate you as much if you think of the character as having leukemia. Maybe that's why he's so like brazen. He's going out anyway.
He's
Like,
got 3
chemo's
days.
getting really rough. Yeah.
Yeah, when he gets done with all this shooting up with the city, he's going to be in like a truth commercial or whatever about how smoking ruined his life.
Another thing annoying about this trailer, but basically it's every trailer and every action movie nowadays, is just the slow-mo. Like,
So much slow-mo.
yeah, it's like a slow creep.
It's that post-Matrix slow-mo.
Like, eventually we're just going to go to the movie and the whole movie is just going to be slow motion. It'll take like 14 hours to finish a fucking movie.
I think, well, you're going to run out of content,
You say
right?
that,
You
but
can-
the more slow-mo they put in there, the less plot they have to write.
I was about to say, you're going to run out of shit to do. So you just slow it down.
I got a prediction for the next Hitman. It's going to be like true to the original source material, but it's also going to be slow-mo.
Okay.
So it's just going to be him sneaking into like houses silently in slow motion and strangling people for like 2 hours.
With a bunch of
Yeah,
like bass.
yeah, but all he's gonna be doing is like taking steps. But it'll be like,
Every time they flail and try to catch a gasp of air, you get the little dubstep, boom, boom.
that would be the most fucked up movie ever.
It really would. You see the victim. Last exhale.
Yeah, it shows like the life leaving their eyes.
The close up of the hard on he gets from all the murdering he does.
They start wheeling the casket out to the funeral.
He jerks off on like a corpse in slow motion. Holy shit! There's some guy
That's
on
a
the
little
internet.
gratuitous.
Some guy on the internet, and this is his fetish, and he's really excited about this concept.
I think we actually just gave someone like an idea for fan fiction now.
How do you write slow mo? Like when you're writing a movie script, do you just like write it out in really long like pauses and words?
I think that sounds reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, like you just add a bunch of O's, like slow.
I think you just write it like normal and you assume Hollywood's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, or I wonder if they just put in like Michael Bay in parentheses every time.
I think what happens is the writer tries really hard on the thing, like a really good story, and they're like, we're going to cut 20 pages and just add in a bunch of slow-mo stuff.
Like, we fixed your movie. We added 35 minutes of slow motion. Like, but now the movie's 3 hours long. Well, about that.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that. We need to make it 90 minutes.
We fixed that also. Yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't wanna see
are you
this.
guys interested at all?
No.
I mean, like, as someone who didn't really play Hitman very much, I think I have a better chance of seeing it than someone who did play Hitman, at least
Sure.
according to the YouTube.
Well, they're
crowd.
going to watch it. They're just being assholes.
I didn't watch the first one. Did anybody watch the first one?
No.
Oh, okay. If we didn't watch the
That
first
probably
one,
speaks for it.
yeah, it seems
what we're
likely
gonna
we're
do in
not
the
going to
future.
watch the second one or the 47th one.
Yeah, so that's no's all the way around the table.
They
Yeah.
gotta make it, man. It's destiny.
So let's
gonna give
jump
this-
to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
Sure.
going to jump to YouTube comments. My bad.
Oh, no.
No, you go ahead and rate it.
I was
Rate it?
kind of hoping somebody would suggest that.
What? I'm going to give this 3 ball heads out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Dang, that's pretty high.
Cue balls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 27 agents out of 47. So 20 agents less than expected.
Yeah, I give it 10 out of 10 chemotherapies.
Give Good. See, we got those out of the way. Now we can't be tainted by all the great YouTube comments about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That was actually one of the YouTube comments.
Don't let them taint our voting.
Yeah, all of my material I just steal from YouTube comments.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
So Vainth said, only way Hitman would be good is if it starred Vin Diesel.
Then it would be Fast and Furious.
He's already got the ball head.
Yeah, I just felt like this was a terrible idea
Are you sure?
because I hate Vin Diesel. So,
But you're also not a fan of this movie, and now you can put them in the same place and
that's
never
true.
look at it.
Yeah, no, that's a valid point. Like, it's all this wasted energy, but it's not a movie that's going to like. Yeah, that's a really valid point. It's kind of like when you put shit in the garbage. It's like, now it's there, and you don't have to worry about it.
It stops him from making
Okay.
other
I
films.
changed my mind. Thank you. Thank you, Avery. Yeah. Well, at least during the time that they're making this movie, they can't be ruining another
Exactly,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus all the taglines you can get out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Stu needs more time with the taglines.
He
Well,
knows
I only
about
had
Vin
one
Diesel.
for this movie. What?
So Lee Bazzina, I think, summed up how this movie is going to get any revenue at all. He said, Hitman Agent 47 trailer. It looks like a crap movie. I'll still watch it.
Yeah, at least he's
So
honest.
he knows himself.
He knows what's happening.
Yeah, that's their target market. They need to figure out how to find that guy and just market the shit out of the
Because
movie.
that guy realizes porn's been free for a while. He's got like all kinds of money laying around. He's just gonna go to the theaters and just watch shit now.
Did you know porn's free? He goes up with all his friends. He's like, I'm saving like $8,000 a month. It's insane.
What are you gonna do? I hear a Hitman movie's coming out, so maybe that shit. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like crap, but I got all this extra income.
yeah, none of those comments made me want to go watch it more. So
Oh no! If you go read the comments, it's literally, if you Control F stealth, it'll probably show up like 8,000 times. They're not happy with the action-packed trailer. I don't know, but honestly, I thought the movie looked like a Matrix shit ripoff anyway. So.
yeah, or what's the other one? Equilibrium or something like that.
Yeah, I
or-
mean, it's so hard to like. It's so easy for us to like sit back and criticize, and so hard to come up with something actually unique and portray it in a trailer.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like another challenge. We haven't actually done the other challenge, the $400 movie trailer challenge.
I don't think we've done any of the challenges that we've put forth to ourselves. We just talk about them, and then like we get that rush of like having congratulated ourselves for coming up with the idea.
Yeah, but we're talking about it on a podcast that we do. A lot of people just talk about them to their friends.
Damn straight.
And they don't even have a podcast.
I think we're just talking to our friends. So don't get too excited.
And they don't put in the effort. So.
True. Plus, all of our challenges so far could still be rolled into one really big challenge.
Yeah, who's to say we're not going to ever do
So
that?
just make a movie?
Pretty much is where it's, yeah, that's where it's going.
Alright, well let's move on to
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Rogue Nation.
So you went ahead and pulled out the big hitter.
That's not the tagline.
I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to do Uncle first?
No.
We can do Uncle first.
I just assumed that, like, from a moderator
Who the
perspective.
fuck is moderating right now?
I don't know, man. I mean, you just want.
Are you okay with me choosing the movie?
No, it's fine. Go ahead, man. It's fine.
This is rougher than that Agent 47 trailer.
Alright, the next film is still Mission Impossible.
Duke.
Mission Impossible. Preventing Tom Cruise from funding a sequel. Because he's going to fund
I
it
got it. Yeah.
himself.
Okay. That was good, man.
Okay.
It's hard, okay?
Can we physically pat you on the back? Or?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was the big hitter right there. So, I don't know what we're going to do.
I was so pissed at you just now that I was going to read the synopsis from the other movie. But really, I
Oh
think
my
I could have
God.
gotten away with it. Like
Oh,
seriously.
because they're the same.
I mean, it's the
They're
same
similar.
fucking plot.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy.
Yeah. So, I'll read the synopsis. With the IMF now disbanded and Ethan Hunt out in the cold, a new threat called the Syndicate soon emerges. The Syndicate is a network of highly skilled operatives who are dedicated, Jesus Christ, to establishing a new world order via escalating
They're
series
dedicated to Jesus Christ.
This reads like people's
Didn't see that
resumes.
coming.
Like,
Yeah, I
shut
know.
the fuck up and tell me what
Those
you do.
words, yeah.
Faced with what may be the most impossible mission yet, Ethan gathers his team and joins forces with Ilsa Faust, a disavowed British agent who may or may not be a member of this deadly rogue nation, and who
Spoilers.
may or may
She
not
may or may
suck
not
his
be.
dick at some point during the movie.
She may or may not
She may
have
or may
sexual relations
not. Yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
Can you continue reading? Did they talk more about his high school career and?
Yeah, there's just a series of like adjectives at the end of it that have no bearing on anything.
So this movie's from director Christopher McQuarrie, who did Edge of Tomorrow, which had Tom Cruise, and Usual Suspects, which did not have Tom Cruise. And it stars Tom Cruise from Edge of Tomorrow 2014 and Risky Business 1983.
He and batshit crazy the past 10 years or so.
Yeah. He's been doing pretty good starring in that whole personal movie.
So this guy directed The Usual Suspects?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a fucking
Mm-hmm.
great classic movie. Like,
Well,
no one should be allowed to make
Wait.
that movie.
Are you
ever
sure?
again.
What's his name?
Christopher McQuarrie.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, dude.
Steve's like, well, it was actually my uncle that directed that. He told me that when I was young.
I was there.
I believed
with
him.
So I kind of know.
I just
Wait.
thought somebody else directed Usual Suspects.
Mhm.
Who did
I could
you
be
think?
wrong.
Was it Tom Cruise? Is that who you thought directed it?
Yeah,
Bryan
Bryan Singer.
Singer,
Yeah,
but-
the guy who did the X-Men movies. Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like that's what Google thinks too.
Well, he helped direct and write.
He was assistant to the director.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
to the director.
Oh.
He definitely.
There
wrote
it
the
is.
Yeah. All right.
Take it. Well, Eli was about to give him full credit for that movie, so
Like I give a
I'm
shit.
glad I stopped that shit.
Um,
Credit where it's due, sir.
But yeah, we're talking about
Moderated.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie actually is doing pretty good. So, whichever.
Oh really?
Yeah, for him to have directed it,
Mission Impossible.
for him to have never been able to direct anything by himself before.
Yeah, he was
For
always
his
the one-
first coming out
Yeah.
as a singular director.
Well, he's been an
film.
intern for 20 years, so I'm glad he finally got out from under the shadow.
Yeah, so I don't know. We talked a little bit in the beginning about it's not a remake. Well, it is a remake, but it's like a sequel to a remake. It's the fifth sequel to a remake.
But it's not. The plot is not a remake. The plot is just contrived and boring at this point, right?
Yeah, I guess the series, the franchise is all for remake, but now this is like they're one upping. Last time they were fighting like a little nation.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
That's a whole nation.
It's a rogue nation.
yeah. Which is totally different.
Yeah.
And also the Syndicate, which in the trailer they said the Syndicate like 8,000 times.
Well, they wanted to make sure you knew it was just the Syndicate, because in the
Yeah.
next movie it's going to be like the Illuminati.
Exactly. It felt like one of those conspiracy theorist YouTube videos where they just say the same name over and over, like vaccines and nanobots.
And Alec Baldwin's like the Republican that doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
Literally in this film, he's like, "There's no evidence that there is a syndicate."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's me. Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess. So.
He's also wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, and then the guy's like, the Syndicate is real, I told you. Like, it really played out a lot like a conspiracy theorist, like, YouTube video. So
I think
maybe,
they're doing the right thing.
did we actually just watch it?
I think
A
we
trailer
did.
for it, or
Yeah,
did we
probably.
pick the wrong video?
Well, they got into a little bit of the flat Earth stuff, so I'm not exactly
So,
sure.
so do you guys have, I've never watched the original that
Like
it was
the
rebooted
Old
from.
school?
Yeah.
1997 movie.
No.
No.
Like the back in the day.
The TV show.
I played
Yeah.
I played on Super Nintendo. I remember that, but I don't. remember.
Actually, it was NES.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Konami.
I used to just like watch the beginning of it, and you could just sit there and let it play. and it
I
would just
actually
go
really
and go.
liked that game too.
Yeah.
I don't remember playing. I played a lot.
It was
of
not a
NES.
huge game,
Mm-mm.
but I
Oh, okay.
I bought it or had it, and I guess you also had it, so we're making you feel like it was a big game.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, you guys are
it was a
both way
fun,
more
it was a
gamer
fun
than I
but
am.
hard game. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty awesome.
You just described almost every NES game.
most
too.
NES games. Yeah,
So this movie, this movie's basically like based on a video game. We can call it a video game movie.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's one of the earlier video game movies that was based on
No,
a TV show.
Yeah, I was like, it was based on it. Was it original TV show? They didn't do movies?
Yeah, it was a TV show.
Oh, okay. I've never watched the original TV show, so I like. But I mean,
It was cheesy.
At one point, my wife.
it was like a '70s show or
yeah,
60s
wasn't
show.
Get Smart making fun of
Yeah.
that? Yeah, okay.
So it was in the '60s, then I guess.
And this movie is making fun of Get Smart. So that's kind of...
Yeah, it's come
Payback.
full circle.
And the video game was just super serious, like gritty.
What? How are you gritty with like 8-bit graphics?
Nobody talks. It's just like this barren
Was it a platformer by any
It was
chance?
brown. No, it was top down, very barren, brown, very minor pixelated
Yeah.
ground with no
It
grass.
was like Christopher Nolan.
And you dropped
makes
off a
an
briefcase,
NES
and if you were found, you were shot and murdered. So it was actually pretty gritty if you think about
Wow, yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
game. I mean, you couldn't tell that you were being raped, but
it.
the pistols were like really close to your body.
I got you. This sounds a lot better than the movie. Already.
It's more true to life in a lot of ways.
Well, speaking of not true to life, we talked a little bit about Tom Cruise riding a space shuttle into orbit. And then other shit like that. The car chases looked ridiculous. Which, of course, the TV show had like nothing like that. It was really just a lot of
It was
spy.
all just limited budget.
But they always
talking.
since they did the relaunch and they started these movies, they have to one up every single time and like do some crazy action shit. Just like side note, YouTube comments on this were all pissed about the plane scene not being in the movie.
So it wasn't in the movie?
Yeah, apparently they just used
They
it for the
cut it?
trailer and they cut it. Yeah,
That's funny.
they're all
It was
pissed.
probably one of those like openers, like
Yeah.
where they just had like a crazy situation, but then they were like, "It's too long. The movie's too long." Or something.
But to me, I love it when they do that in trailers. Like when they cut a trailer to show the like the gist of the movie, but they
Yeah.
don't tell you the whole fucking movie.
I know.
Like
Which
the
is so
first Star
rare.
Wars trailer. Like half those scenes are not going to be in the movie.
Yeah,
And that's
I
Yeah, they
perfect.
look like they were shot just. For
I
the
like that a
trailer.
lot. I mean, but it's Star Wars. They don't have to sell me on like
True.
they're not gonna be like, hey, come here and check out Agent 47. I'm just like, yeah. So that I guess they don't have the burden that some movies do.
True.
But I feel like it's a pretty cool idea to do that.
Yeah.
There was some movie I watched where
No,
they did
more movies should do that.
they did a bunch of jokes. It was on with Ryan Reynolds or something. They did a bunch of jokes in the trailer that were really funny, but weren't in the movie.
Hmm.
And that was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But I really appreciated that because they didn't ruin everything I'm going to pay like $7.50 for or whatever, $10 for.
That was,
Well, yeah.
that
Well,
was you just admitted to watching Blade Trinity in the theaters.
That's not true. I did not admit that.
I watched Blade
I'm pretty
Trinity.
sure that's what he
and I
said.
thought it
In the
was
theaters?
An amazing. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I've
Eli
never-
did.
I haven't seen Blade Trinity in my life, much less paid for it.
Backing out now.
I know.
Yeah, well, one of the things, our criticisms of the Agent 47 trailer when we reviewed it before we started recording was it looked like the whole movie was in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know, it looked interesting, but probably the whole damn movie they showed all of it.
You
Every
probably
scene.
saw all the substance, and that's
Yeah.
why it looked interesting.
And there's two, right? Well, we know we're already off Agent 47, but
Yeah, no.
the first trailer
We're
we
all over the
watched.
place tonight, apparently.
The first
if
trailer
only
we
we could
watched
get
had
moderated adequately.
yeah, right. Had the entire plot and
Yeah,
the
yeah, it was
entire
the whole
everything.
thing.
They even told you like the twist at the end. They're just like, oh, and here's the twist. And then we were just like, I guess that's the movie.
That was a good movie.
We thought.
Yeah,
Unless the twist is like, oh, we lied, bullshit. Like maybe none of that is actually in the movie.
the twist is we took $7.50 out of your pocket. or how much does it go to the movies? I don't know.
It's more like
I'm like
10,
spouting like 90s
$12. Yeah, no, really.
Showing my student ID.
450 matinee.
So anything else stand out for this trailer besides?
Yeah, so a couple things, but you kind of got on Agent 47, so I was just kind of letting you run with it. So I was like a fucking Nazi. But yeah, a couple things. They said it a couple times, and I feel like this has happened in the last movie too, where they're like, "This is our final mission. This is our final mission. We gotta make a good one." Yeah, and he's like the Jay-Z, like Ethan Hunt's like the Jay-Z of MIF. That was a note I put down. IMF.
We did say
keeps
this
coming
could
back.
be.
Yeah, probably, this could be.
He probably breaks the fourth wall and
he
he winks a little bit.
But he actually says this may very well be our final mission. And then under his breath, he's like, depending on revenue, ticket sales.
Depending on how this album goes.
If we can find a new conspiracy.
Depending on how many talk shows Tom Cruise is able to get on between now and the next one.
So that was a little funny.
Yeah, honestly, it was just, I don't know. It's not, I don't appreciate these movies at this point.
Yeah.
The first one was okay, the second one, and I don't even know that I've watched them since then. Maybe I watched one of them, like the third one I think was actually really good. And like he gets betrayed a lot, and like, oh wait, no, that's every movie. There was one where it was like a lot of darkness. I think it was the first one that Ethan Hunt was in. Was that the third one? Anyway,
yeah,
I enjoyed that one more than the first two. It was less action and more story based. But I don't think it did as well in theaters. So now we have this piece of shit.
Kerry Russell was in one of them. That was the best one. Because
you love Kerry Russell.
So Jeremy Renner's in all these movies as like the second fiddle spy guy, like in Born Identity and in this, and then in the Avengers.
Yeah,
like he's just kind of like second fiddle spy guy now. Is that just how he's typecast?
Yeah, I don't know. Would you say you identify with him from like a podcast perspective?
Don't know what that means. I don't know where you're going with this. I just thought it was an interesting choice.
Set me up for a joke now. What are you doing? They can't hear us. It's okay.
I don't appreciate your attitude. I'm the moderator right now.
Moderate
this damn joke.
How about you shut up?
I think we might name this podcast Contention. The podcast survive.
Let's listen to some YouTube comments on Mission Impossible.
Oh, look at that! He's segueing.
Let's bring those up.
All right, let's do this. So as I mentioned, a lot of people are pissed off that the plane scene is not in the movie.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey Scott actually brings up a really great question in this YouTube comment. He says, "Are there any female villains in the movie?" With 4 question marks.
Whoa.
Yeah. He came hard with the question marks.
I think he has some suspicions about that that assassin, or what do they call her? The disavowed British agent who may or may not be a member of the deadly rogue nation.
Yes.
And he wants his answer to that question immediately.
Yeah. Well, I think he might have just gone through a rough divorce or something. Because
he needs a heads up.
Yeah. How is it possible that there's no female villains in the movie? There has to be female villains. They're evil by nature.
Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
I feel bad for him. But, Jeffrey, I hope everything's going well. Hope you found someone. Things are evening out for you. This was 2 weeks ago, so probably not.
Spousal abuse will never be the answer, Jeffrey.
I don't care how hard she kicked your ass, you're still a man.
If you need a friend, you can email us at prematureevaluators@gmail.com.
And then Steve 00055 said, so Steve has one of my favorite comments ever. All caps, nothing in a Bing search about plane stunt being cut from movie. And then lowercase. So I guess they're controlling search results on Bing.
It's the Rogue Nation.
Not even going to try Google. He's not even going to try.
He's not even going to try.
Because, there.
It could just be that Bing is slightly inferior.
Google's in
the
the
search engine.
Back pocket, yeah. Looks like they're trying to make this a controversy. Nobody is talking about it. I don't have a TV.
Kind of threw that in there. to lose credibility for some reason.
And then he said, but I'm sure not even news magazines are talking about it. Not even talk shows. So I guess he doesn't have a TV, so he thinks that news magazines are something that happen on TVs.
I appreciate his honesty. I mean, I think we can all agree he had too strong of a case before he started talking about how much he doesn't see television or news articles. To kind of like level that playing field. Just to kind of bring it down a notch, just so people could, it'd be more of a discussion versus...
He's being an honest broker.
Hey,
Yeah.
After this podcast, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for Steve to get a TV. Just, I'll send you guys out like a tweet.
Maybe we just need to
something.
hook him up with the previous.
We saw your
commenter.
YouTube comment.
Yeah, with Steve.
Yeah.
Steve 0055. We got you a TV, man. Yeah, so Steve killed it. Steve actually should be on our podcast. I feel like he knows how these guys are controlling Google searches. I mean, Google search is even a foregone conclusion. He knows where like the underground cutting edge search is at. It's happening on Bing.
Yeah.
That's where you
love
get
it.
the true results.
Privately
I love that
developed.
he can watch the YouTube trailers and he can Google like news articles and behind the scenes videos, but he's worried that he's missing out on something because he doesn't have a television.
Yeah.
To see the television's coverage on Mission
That's
Impossible.
him
movie.
being off the grid, man.
I wonder if he knows who owns YouTube and how fucked he is now.
He doesn't. He didn't
doesn't
Google
even
it.
have- He didn't Google
He
it.
binged it. He's
He
like,
binged it.
who owns
Bing-
YouTube?
Bing was like, Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft
Every
is
other
an asshole.
product on Earth?
Yeah, Microsoft is the devil.
Oh, man.
shit.
Steve made my night, though, for real.
There's some interesting facts about Steve. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is worth $350 million, which begs the question: did he have to make this fucking movie?
No, he just enjoys
He
it.
just wanted to see, he wanted to leave his legacy of, like, mediocre.
He needs to finish the story through. He signed on in the 90s to tell the real story of the Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
the Impossible Mission, and he just wants to see it through. I mean,
He makes, like, 3 movies a year.
Yeah. I think this is just part of like when he was younger, he wanted to play in a never-ending story. So now he's pretty much turned Mission Impossible into that.
Yeah, I feel like Ethan Hunt every time is like, God damn it. This could be our last movie, guys. It really could. If we just focus and don't sign contracts,
his
it could
character's
actually
upset.
be... They're like, he's improv, man. He riffs every movie like this. Just let him go.
Like I could possibly be like the next agent.
Yeah. I could actually move into a, like, starring role
Yeah,
if this was some of ours last movie.
listen to him. He's out riffing Simon Pegg again. Guys, full of
Yeah,
jokes.
he's so good, man.
Also, Tom Cruise is 53 years old, which is only 1 year younger than George Clooney, who looks 87 years old.
Those are facts.
That's a fact.
I think George Clooney has looked 87 since he was like 17, though. He had gray hair in high school, so
Yeah.
it was just a sex appeal thing.
He's still got it, apparently.
Yeah.
He can't jump out of planes or shit like that, or be in movies anymore, but he's still a pretty sassy dude.
Well, he graduated to a wheelchair early. It's like a sexy wheelchair. It's like the gray hair. It's the next sexy step.
Also, we'll never find Tom Cruise's birth certificate because he lied. He was not born on the 4th of July. He was born on July 3rd.
It's fucked
Nice.
up,
Yeah. So he and Obama have their birth certificates like hidden
man.
away
Issues.
Obama.
in a Swiss bank somewhere.
It's a conspiracy. Fucking Rogue Nation.
That's what
Damn
Rogue
it,
Nation
Rogue
is trying to
Nation.
expose, man.
Ugh, that's why we gotta stop them. Nobody's gonna like love us if we got a Kenyan government now.
You guys want to rate this?
Yeah, I give this. I don't want to rate this.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna give
That's
this.
an honest answer, and I'll respect it.
I'm probably gonna see this movie. I'm gonna go ahead and
What?
rate it 4 scenes cut from the trailer or from the movie in the trailer. I don't fucking know. They're cut. 4 scenes were cut.
I'm
That's
gonna
my
rate it.
rating.
I'm gonna rate it 3 out of 5. This could be our last fucking movie.
Alright. I think Danny Glover needs to show up in one of these and just let them all know
They're too old.
you're too old for this shit, guys.
And
I'm surprised Alec Baldwin didn't say that, actually. It seems
But-
like the line
Yeah,
related to
so-
his character.
So before we move on, they just put Alec Baldwin and Simon Pegg in there for people like us, right? They're like, I bet if we put Simon Pegg in here, we'll get some British people, we'll get some like nerds, you know.
I mean, Simon Pegg's funny.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious, but that's
You
why
think
they put
it's
him in
just
here,
for us?
right?
I
Do you
don't
think it was just
I
casting?
think other people like him.
I feel like they're trying to like spread it as far as possible. Other people do like him, yeah, but other people
Not
don't
like
go
you.
see. No, I'm saying other people don't go see movies because Simon Pegg is in it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I do that. Just
Well,
saying like,
Ving Rhames is in it. Like they knew Strata Compton was coming out, and they're like, "Well, we gotta do
something here.
So they got Ving Rhames, who's like straight out of the sets.
Yeah, but he's always sort of been in these movies.
He's always been in the movies.
Sort of.
Well,
yeah, I
yeah.
think he's been in them.
Yeah, but sort of. Like, no
think
more than 15 minutes screen time
Oh yeah.
per movie.
And he always has weird lines. I don't know.
I want Cadillac be the color, but it's gotta be red.
Is that a cowboy hat?
Park that van here. Let's load him up. I'm gonna crack this system like I cracked that ass last night.
I remember when I had a warehouse job.
These are all
What?
quotes.
They're like, he's riffing too.
These are
man.
all
Just go with it.
direct quotes.
Be our final mission. Probably not.
Nah, we'll probably be back again.
No, I remember working in a warehouse. There was never a final mission in the warehouse, I tell you.
Going back there tonight after this mission.
Pulling a third shift.
let's speed this up here.
Somebody needs to moderate us out of this joke.
It's too good. Yeah, so we're gonna have to moderate ourselves into the next movie.
All right.
That was smooth. Hardly noticeable.
The next movie
I use
is
the word moderate as much as it says syndicate and
the next movie being The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It'll make you cry, Uncle.
Okay.
boom boom.
Boom. Yeah, so I'll jump right into the synopsis. Why is it called The Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
Because the original
Is that
movie
a
from the
town?
60s was.
Okay, all right.
They thought it was clever in the 60s. Maybe it meant something different. I don't
Wait,
know.
so it's from the okay. Here's
It's like United States covert
It doesn't seem like in the United
enforcement.
States.
Yeah, it's United
Nations.
United
Yeah.
Nations.
Say there's nobody from the States. in this
covert law enforcement.
film. United Nations, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, weird. So the
Covert
synopsis
law
is:
enforcement.
at the height of the Cold War, a mysterious criminal organization plans to use nuclear weapons and technology to upset the fragile balance of power between the United States and Soviet Union. They didn't really have to do it, so they could have just hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah. CIA agent Napoleon Solo.
Solo.
Sounds like a tennis player.
That'd be my CIA agent name, too. That's pretty badass.
And KGB agent Ilya Kuryakin are forced to put aside their hostilities and work together to stop the evildoers in their tracks. The
Yeah,
duo's
evildoers.
only lead is the daughter of a missing German scientist and several other cliches that are spread throughout the movie. And they must find her to prevent a global catastrophe.
On a global scale.
Of
At a
epic
global
proportions.
proportion. There you
Global proportions.
go. No.
Jesus.
So Ilya is played by Arnie Hammer, and Solo is played by Henry Cavill, who some of us might remember from Man of Steel and Batman v Superman.
He hasn't been in that yet.
I'm
Right.
pretty sure he's been in it.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
That's weird.
I don't know, this is where it gets gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have and haven't seen
Oh,
Well,
it
it depends on
depending
when
on the
people
episode.
listen
I
to
see what
this
you're
podcast.
saying.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. I feel you. My bad.
We may remember it in the future. And Arnie Hammer played in Entourage and Lone Ranger, which I don't remember him being in Lone Ranger. But then I didn't watch
the
it.
original.
He's the ranger?
No, what?
Is he the ranger?
Is he?
I mean,
No.
he's not
Johnny
Johnny
Depp
Depp.
and-
He's Tonto. Is he Tonto?
No, Johnny Depp is Tonto.
I don't know. I
don't
didn't
know
see
you
that
think
piece of
about this
shit.
movie.
Come on, guys.
It's like-
Johnny Depp is always the
This is
the
the one with
word?
Will Smith.
Exotic
and,
cast.
What's his name?
Whoa, buddy. Stepping on some racial tension there.
I just said exotic. He's always
Yeah.
exotically cast in these films.
We need a Native American, but we don't want to hire
Yeah,
one.
but we
Well,
have a Johnny
Well,
Depp.
we want a Native American, but unfortunately we committed a genocide against them, and there's only like 40 left. So is Johnny
So-
Depp available?
Let's see how this film that makes fun of their culture does.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to explain when Johnny Depp played Martin Luther King, but
I mean, Avatar did well.
To be fair, it's a really quirky Martin Luther King. It's off the wall.
Let's moderate ourselves
I
back.
have a dream. It's moderators tapping out.
what's your dream? I don't even know, son.
I don't know.
Don't even know.
I don't even know.
What's that over there?
Can't remember.
What? Is he,
Can't remember. How last night?
is he as zany as we're like portraying him to be? I don't know. Oh shit. Yeah, so this is actually a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
So this is two out of three movies we did tonight are Guy Ritchie.
Wait, no, it's not. This is the only Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
movie.
What? No, I thought the
No. Can you stop?
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was. Oh,
This is the
movie.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Trying to stop you from looking like a fool.
No one can stop me from looking like a fool,
Not
Stu.
even the moderator.
I will not be stopped.
Yeah, so this is I didn't think it looked that great.
Man
But-
from U.N.C.L.E.
It looks alright.
Well,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of the reviews use words like
Archer.
unnecessary remake,
Unnecessary.
lifeless revival,
Not the best spy movie out this month.
not
Yeah.
quite Agent 47. Yeah. So, like Stu mentioned, it's a remake of the 1964 television series. A lot like Mission Impossible.
So they remade a 1964 series into the Cold War from the 80s. So they made the wrong period piece remake
I think the original show was about the Cold War as well.
in the 60s.
It was a future,
Is it set in the 80s? I thought it was set in the 60s.
this movie.
I am confused.
I thought it was further back.
Oh, maybe it's
I thought it was
older.
like World War or something.
No, they had a line where it was like 20 years ago or something, World War II, something.
Oh, okay. So maybe you're right. As you can all see, we're history buffs.
There's someone out there dying.
So
right
this is
something,
about the-
something Nazi being
This is about the
30 years
Vietnam War.
old.
I just don't understand why George W. Bush took us to Vietnam.
Yeah.
It seemed like
Yeah,
really
it's like, you just want that oil,
from all the Vietnamese jungles.
and then
Yeah.
that Japanese Pearl Harbor attack,
Well, that's
fucking
Oh,
building
yeah.
buildings
Why
had
didn't we
charges in them.
retaliate for that?
Why didn't Al Gore do more? I don't understand.
He invented the internet.
History buffs.
Also, what's
Alright,
funny is
so-
like I googled for like news and different happenings about this movie,
Uh-huh.
and no lie, 90% of the results from Google were about Mission Impossible.
That's weird. Did you Bing it though?
And,
You know they're controlling the searches
Yeah,
on Google.
Google.
It's a given.
I realized
You can't-
during that last comment, I saw it like a pin on a map. That's where I fucked up. I should have been using Bing.
Dude, yeah. One of those search engines is controlled by a major evil corporation.
Yeah. And the other one is Google. No, have you guys heard of Lycos? I've been checking out Lycos
Yeah.
recently.
Lycos is the only honest one.
Have you heard of Ask Jeeves, guys? It's the new thing.
Ask
Isn't it?
Jeeves.
Have you heard of it?
No, I
No,
haven't.
that
Yeah,
sounds
you
pretty
guys-
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's 1998.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Is it like a remake or?
Yeah, it's a reboot. They're rebooting the search engine because it was such a classic.
Cool.
You're the fucking moderator. What are you doing?
You guys
I'm
are
gonna
having
help
too
out
much
with this-
fun without me.
This moderation.
Here's a little moderation.
Hit us.
Uncle could also stand for unlikely nobodies can legally entertain.
Wow. That was pretty solid.
Unreasonable needy cocksuckers loathing Europe.
Okay.
It's kind of like
a
a.
little bit more of a stretch.
that one's kind of your grumpy old men take.
I had more of a flow.
Do you
to it,
have
though.
more? Because
Yes.
I'm guessing they're going to get worse. And worse.
Uneventful news clips lose everyone. I mean, that's just true.
That sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Also sounds like a headline to a news story.
And I also have unwieldy nipples could leave eyesores.
No. You should have stopped. I don't want to step on your moderation, duties, but...
I'm just saying we can all have fun here. I don't have to be the moderator. The all business.
So, I think this summer is where we're starting to really feel the effects of Michael Myers, the demise of his career. Because Austin Powers kept all this shit in check.
Yeah.
There was one maybe Mission Impossible movie every couple of years, but there's a delusion. There's 5 movies in theaters right now that are just James Bond ripoffs.
So you think right now he's going to see these movies and he's like,
I feel like
it's
Mike
time
Myers.
for an Austin Powers reboot.
I feel like he's about to come out with his best work yet.
Yeah.
He also could come out with 8 of them.
Yes. And still not be at the same number of spy movies that are currently in the theaters.
Oh, so true and so needed.
So So one of the things I thought was interesting is that the guy that played Superman, is it Henry Cavill?
Not Cavill.
It's
Yeah.
like a gavel.
He seemed like he was acting in this trailer, which I'd never seen before.
He
So I thought that was
legitimately seems like a much more likable, real person.
yeah,
Instead of an aloof alien.
yeah, like an emo Superman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
these two
it's pretty
movies,
interesting.
are coming out at pretty much the same time. So you got to think he probably recorded both at the same time, and probably his deal was, I'm only going to memorize lines for one. So if you could just not give me any lines for Batman v Superman, that'd be great. I think he worked it out perfectly.
No problem. We didn't have any for you. It's all about Batman.
Yeah, let me see your grimace face. Yeah, man, we're good. Let's get in there.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah, you're getting a sequel to the Superman movie. That's really gonna be a Batman reboot.
Yeah, which was really slick. I feel like we should just talk about Batman a little bit. So you guys want to talk about
I
Batman
feel
a
like
little
we
bit?
should have switched.
I don't
I
think
feel like we
so.
should have switched Armie Hammer and Ben Affleck, and we would have ended up with better movies overall.
All the way around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
Ben
we
Affleck
just,
in this movie and
yeah,
Armie
and
Hammer
Armie Hammer as Batman.
Okay. Yeah.
We haven't seen him be Batman yet.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Well, he gets to be...
Shut the fuck up.
He gets to be Batman. Let him have it. Armie Hammer, he gets to play a guy named Lilia, or whatever the fuck his name is in this movie.
I really hope. Have I done this joke already? I don't even know. It feels like I've done it before.
Probably.
But I really hope that.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. I really hope Batman gives a Good Will Hunting speech to Superman, and he's like, when I come to Fortress Solitude tomorrow, you know what I really want to see, and I knock on the door. I want you to not be there.
When I travel in my bat plane all the way up to Antarctica.
When I drive to the Antarctica, fly over. I just no goodbye, no anything, no see you later.
You just get the fuck back
You're
to
just
Krypton.
gone. I think I would pay to see that movie if they did that, but they're not going to do that.
You don't know.
I don't know.
No one's seen it. Matt Damon could be in it. We don't know.
We had a lot of good theories.
We don't know who Aquaman is
about
yet.
it in a previous
I should
podcast.
listen to your podcast, guys.
Maybe you did. You just ripped that joke from it.
Maybe.
Can I point out real quick though that we're talking about Man from U.N.C.L.E. and the one of the three of us that talk the most about Batman is Eli.
I really want to hear what his voice is going to sound like. Is it always going to be modulated like it is in that one trailer? So is he going to do the deep I'm Batman?
Oh, we don't. I don't think that they ever
See,
played
the
his
thing
Batman
is,
voice
that was
outside
one
of
of our
the
jokes,
robot thing.
The interesting thing about that trailer is you don't actually hear any of the two leading men speak.
Well, you do, Ben Affleck. He does.
In theory.
Well,
Because it was not... You don't
Not
actually
in
see his lips
character.
move.
Oh,
you think
okay.
you hear his voice
Gotcha.
all right.
as he's
Yeah,
talking
it's-
to someone else.
It's just interesting how Batman's voice
He
has
says,
become
"Alright."
such a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ever since...
Because Nolan
Well, Christian
really
Bale
pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or well, both of them, they really pushed
Yeah.
it. Yeah, Batman.
Anyway, so the the YouTube comments for the Man from Uncle
Yeah.
were interesting.
Did
There
they
was
do anagrams? Any?
there weren't any anagrams, but if there had been, I'm sure they would have been better than yours.
They're pretty tough. They're pretty tough. Oh, we
But,
give them some credit.
There is a lot, like a surprisingly high number of people talking about how the movie is propaganda against Russians.
Well, I mean,
I just thought it was interesting. Like, I didn't even see the trailer in that way, but
One of the
somebody
guys is
said-
a Russian, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, it's KGB but
Yeah,
it's
he's
set in
working
the
with
'60s.
British.
So, like, it's not like people...
Russians have been really passive and unaggressive and friendly people, so I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Like,
They
they've
haven't
always
been-
been known for that.
Yes. Always.
So there's no way they could harbor any,
Yeah, it's
It,
too
it,
cold.
it just comes out of nowhere to just come up with a film like this. So I get where they're coming from.
Me
Anyways.
too.
So I've got 3 comments about this that I'm going to quickly go through. So Cinematic Top 10 says, and here we go again, Hollywood making a movie in which they make the Russian more clumsy and stupid than the American. It's like 3 Stooges of Russian
I
guy.
thought Henry Cavill was a British officer.
I don't know.
I'm
No.
confused. Okay.
No, it's United States and Soviet Union. So
Oh,
CIA
you're right.
agent,
CIA.
yeah. Sorry, all these movies kind of blend together,
Damn.
so I don't blame you.
He's not IMF or MI6. Or...
As if Americans are smarter. Yeah, right. Just to embarrass Russia, I suppose.
Yeah,
so
right.
immature.
Yeah,
So
right.
amateur.
So immature by the Hollywood industry. That was the whole purpose of this movie. It was not to make money, but
Yeah.
to throw shade at Russians or whatever.
Trying to bring down their economical progress.
Kirill Whitty said, I hope you will not talk bad about Russia. Please do not lie that Russians are alcoholics. The Bears play the guitar. That's not true.
What? Oh my god.
That's not true. You just have never been and you don't know, with 3 exclamation points. You don't know nothing about Russia. We also have a publisher of comics such as Bubble and NARA. We love anime. We are quite different.
This is a
You don't know us.
weird stereotype.
It's,
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying-
he should rally the nation. I'm not.
I feel like if I'm
I just hope this
defending
doesn't
the
start
cult-
World War III. This film.
if I'm part of a culture and I'm trying to defend us, I'm not going to be like, we like anime.
If you cut us, do we not bleed? If there's a vagina, is there not tentacle porn?
we love anime.
We're just as sick as the rest of you guys.
And then Raj Selam said, "Oh, stupid Americans! Enough of this Russian bullshit movies. The real threat to the world is ISIS. Make some movie about that, morons of Hollywood."
Yeah, remember back in the 60s
In the
when
60s,
ISIS was
yeah.
out of control?
Yeah, those Nazi scientists.
saying, like-
The Americans
really
hadn't
quickly.
created ISIS yet in the 60s, so...
Apparently, I
if
think
these
YouTube
people-
does this.
These
though.
people are actually from the '60s somehow. Like that's why they're commenting like it's present day.
like it's present day.
And then this Harry Huang said, "Does this feel like the interview both in trailer and premise? 2 guys go into restricted territory to accomplish something with spies involved, and one is Nazi and the other North Korea. Too soon, Warner Brothers."
Yeah, let's not get North Korea to bomb our theaters, Warner Brothers.
I think at this point, based on YouTube comments, North Korea and Russia are going to have an alliance.
And
Yeah.
just murder
just-
the
yeah.
fuck out of
They're
America.
technically the same nation.
It's pretty
right
much,
now.
yeah. Well, both in trailer and premise, two guys go into restricted territory to accomplish something
Some
with spies involved. Those are just
pretty much same movie.
the same exact thing, yeah.
Totally ripped that shit off from
it's
Seth Rogen.
ridiculous.
My favorite comment is going to be the ISIS one. Like, I really think that was the Kanye West of ISIS popped up in there. They're like, all right, wait a minute.
Well, I'm
now.
gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
The Russians are cool and everything, but
ISIS is
ISIS?
the greatest terrorist
ISIS, right?
of all time.
Oh my god.
Oh man, he killed it.
There was no chance whatsoever I was ever going to want to go see this movie. And I still don't.
No, see, I felt the same way, but it's a Guy Ritchie movie. But I mean, he hasn't been as stellar in recent times, but I like a lot of his old movies.
Sure,
like,
maybe Netflix or something. I just not paying movies.
Yeah. Well,
prices,
I don't ever go see movies. So I'm married with a 2-year-old. It's just like my life is fucking over.
That also sounds like the plot to every movie.
Legal.
Too soon, Warner Brothers.
Not married to, married with. Wait, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm married to a woman that's an adult.
It's
and
not a
together,
2-year-old.
we have a 2-year-old baby.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
Just to clarify, thanks for moderating that. The only good bit of moderation.
We may continue.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube comments actually are like going hard right now. This episode, they killed it.
Well,
Especially
They did
Steve.
better
What was
than
that
we did.
movie with Samuel L. Jackson where he was the president and there was a lot of like similar comments against America? Remember that?
Oh yeah. Where he was like, it was like a
lot of like anti-American.
He went to like Norway or something.
We had plane crash.
It was like
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Or
remember. It was like a kid out in the
Philippines,
forest.
Vietnam. I don't know.
No, I think it was Norway. It was
terrible.
one of those.
Yeah, you know what? I made a
Yeah.
comment before, like really, really early on, like episode 1 or 2 or something. We reviewed a movie, and I complained that now when you have a movie, America's always the bad guy, like always, even when the main, like the protagonist.
Yeah,
is,
we're always the bad guy because
Yeah.
we're always secretly conspiracy, blah blah blah.
Yeah. It
Or
can't
mega
ever just be
corporation.
that. Oh, they're actually the good guy in this instance.
Well, I mean, Captain America, the symbol of America, is usually the good guy.
Yeah, but the only time we're allowed to be the good guys is if literally Hitler's involved.
Yeah.
Like,
And then it's gonna be that Hitler's only alive because some American breastfed him as a baby.
some American bought his paintings early on and really
Funded
helped
his
him out.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess you just can't please anybody. They actually make a movie where America's not the main antagonist, and everyone's like, "Well, wait a minute, because America's evil." Did you guys don't know?
Have you not been watching your own movies for 20 years?
You guys should Bing more, Google less. America's evil.
Hashtag Bing.
I'm gonna give this movie, I don't know, 5 touches out of 13. Cause Uncle.
Okay. That was
Creepy
like,
touch-up.
what?
I'm gonna give this movie 4 angry nations out of 5.
I give this movie like 2 out of 10 interview because it's just a direct ripoff and they could have been more original.
They could have waited a little longer.
We should just
Too
email
soon.
Seth Rogen after
Be
this
like, "Hey,
podcast
man."
and be like, or hit him up on Twitter or
I
whatever.
think somebody stole your script.
Yeah. This is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, like shot for shot.
We need to just comment back to these commenters.
I think we say that every episode.
Have you informed Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
I think we could just like add Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it's Seth Rogen. Check out this guy's comment.
Let's just make like a secret a secret account, like a email account, so that they don't know it's us. We'll just like secretly send him a link,
Yeah.
no explanation, because he'll know. He'll know when he watches the trailer.
Right.
He'll be like, "Holy shit, this is my movie."
Yeah. Because the last thing we need is to promote ourselves.
Yeah, that's not what it's about. It's about righting wrongs.
That's right. Also, the Syndicate is out there.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck with the syndicate. So, you guys have any ideas why, like, there's fucking 5 movies in theaters that are the same exact thing? Is it like a movie that comes out at the end of summer after all the blockbusters? Like, what is it?
Well, there was a theory
Some-
before, like, well, not a theory, like a real thing, that when at a time of war, there's more comedies and that kind of thing that come out.
Uh-huh.
And then when peacetime, quote unquote, there's these kind of movies that tend to,
Right.
like, sprout up and come out because people want to see more of it.
Right. I think we can call it drone time.
So it could just be. What it could just be, though, is just studio execs greenlighting the same things, and these screenplays are always being written.
Yeah, I
And
know that.
There's
It's
a
just,
kind of a wave
but-
right now.
I mean, Hollywood knows what the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
And they have a very strategic release schedule for the most part. It's just weird that I mean, maybe some of the, like, underdogs were like, hey, we'll come out at the same time. Maybe people get confused and think Tom Cruise is in our movie or something. It's just weird to me. Like,
Well, I think they outwardly compete too, right?
But you won't. I mean, I feel like you're going to lose. Well, someone's going to lose, and it's going to be the lesser name, generally speaking. People are going to go see Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, right?
So the only way that would make logical sense then is if Agent 47 was like, we're releasing now. And then Mission Impossible was like, let's go fuck that guy.
I mean,
Let's just put our movie out right now and let no one else go watch it.
I think there's actually a reason why these movies have made it into the August. I do actually have a theory.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up.
Thanks for listening. This has
So,
been episode 17.
I'm the moderator, so you have to stop.
Fuck. I knew there was a draw.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Does your theory have to do with Bing by any chance?
No.
Okay.
So if you think about it, these are trying to be summer blockbusters, but they're not that superhero money payout level. And I think all the superhero and bombastic sci-fi movies that all these studios release really take over that schedule for the summer.
This was the only time they could come out.
Not the only time, but I think it's actually a better time for them to come out because they're not competing with Jurassic World, which set box office records, and any Marvel movie as they disperse their movies out.
Straight Outta Compton actually set box office record.
Yeah, I was about to say, Straight Outta Compton just like nailed
But
that shit.
here's
Fantastic Four was a flop.
here's my point. I feel like the perfect time to release a movie like this would be around December.
When people just have nothing else to do.
Well, they have nothing else to do. Like, it's not like they're not competing with whatever Ant-Man and...
I agree. I think they'd be better off
It's
in
just
the
weird that
off-season.
none of them pick
But for
December.
But that's just kind of the way movies are. Like, they all forced to do all these kind of like summer blockbuster movies,
Yeah.
and they focus on like the drama Oscar movies near the end of the year. And I don't know why that schedule was.
I'm sure they know more about it than we do. I mean, it's just I thought it was an interesting aspect to look at. Like,
It definitely is.
why they chose that.
This is a glaring thing to have this many spy movies in the theater. But Spy, the comedy, was released like early summer.
Yeah, and
But this would have been the perfect time for Spy the comedy.
that's
Or
true.
just after these movies.
I think that shows that Spy the comedy was not an effective movie because they still released all these. But
They couldn't stop it.
what?
They definitely couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I guess
But they
it was too
definitely
late.
should have come in after it.
Yeah, when everybody's like, "Oh, there's all these spy
I'm
movies."
tired of all these spy movies. I'm like, oh, spy
Oh, that's
movie?
so refreshing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, I guess we'll have to moderate ourselves in the wrap up.
Look at that, man. His moderating skills are
It's
off
just
the
what you do.
charts.
I don't know why you guys think this is so difficult.
That's how you segue. You throw a segue across the room.
Let's just segue ourselves into the outro here.
Yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's moderation podcast. I hope you learned some things
Yeah.
how to moderate.
Just use moderate and segue as verbs.
Well, I think you want to
Basically.
use moderation when you moderate, and that's what Stu brought to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally want to use that word,
Uh,
if that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
You want to use it in moderation, but
so,
Yeah, sometimes you need to use it in moderation.
so I hope you
in a
guys
sentence.
enjoyed today's episode 17 of Premature Evaluators. You can find us at Twitter at moderation, Facebook /Facebook moderation, and at primcast.com/moderation. Check out the website. We've got some more full movie reviews up. And don't forget to subscribe because we like it when you do that.
yeah, and comments.
And
Or,
comments.
what is
Yeah,
it, like,
you guys should comment on how awesome we are.
I mean, reviews.
Not after this episode. Like, listen to some other ones, and then maybe leave some comments on iTunes.
Is the title of this one going to be like in moderation?
It's Mission Impossible moderation. I hope you guys will come back next week and listen. We'll have a different moderator, so there's that. This is Avery.
Hey.
Oh,
Sorry,
we can't be done yet?
screwing
Sorry.
up
No,
this
go
one.
ahead.
Just
Moderate.
any birthdays or any special events, wedding announcements you want to add in there? This is kind of
Yeah, I just had my first 33rd birthday.
Oh,
I have my
congratulations.
second one later, so I'll let you guys know when that happens.
Avery got a very large Amazon shipment today.
I did.
Yeah.
I came
So-
home, there was a box fort outside my door.
that's good.
Also, I'm really ready to wrap this podcast up, so...
Oh,
anything
okay.
else?
My MacBook just turned around 7 years old.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
it's probably a little slow.
Alright, so this really is Avery.
This is Stu.
And I am Eli.
And good night, folks.